Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds, and I'm here with Keith, co-star of my upcoming film, If, only in theaters May 17th. Do you want to tell people the big news? All right, I'll do it. Sign up now and you'll get unlimited for $15 a month and 6 months of Paramount Plus Essential Plan on us. MintMobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 equivalent to $15 per month. Unlimited over 40 gigabytes per month. Face lower speeds. Videos at 480p. Active Mint customers by 531.24 get 6 months of Paramount Plus Essential Plan. Auto renews after 6 months. Offer ends May 31st, 2024. Separate Paramount Plus registration required. Terms and conditions apply if rated PG.
Hello and welcome to Bytes of Health, where we hope to take a bite out of your parent worries each day with sound advice and guidance. Every morning, we'll answer a commonly asked pediatric question in 5 minutes or less. I'm Dr. Jess Steier, a public health scientist, and today I'm joined by Malina Malikani, a pediatric registered dietitian, author of 2 infant feeding books, and the single mom of 3 behind the Instagram account healthy.mom.healthy.kids. Today, we are going to talk about goat milk infant formula. The clock is ticking, so let's get to it. First, we want to be transparent that Malina is a medical advisor to Kabrita, the first and currently only goat milk infant formula that meets all the requirements set by the FDA. Today, we are going to talk about goat milk infant formula. The clock is ticking, so let's get to it. We want to be transparent that Malina is a medical advisor to what's currently the first and only goat milk infant formula that meets all the requirements set by the FDA. So, Malina, when did the FDA authorize goat milk-based formula for use in the U.S., and how does this authorization affect the availability and regulation of these formulas?
So currently in the U.S., the most common bases for infant formula include cow's milk and soy milk. But in the EU, goat milk-based infant formula has been enjoyed by babies for over a decade. And here in July of 2023, the FDA gave the green light for a goat milk-based infant formula here in the U.S. And then in October of 2023, the American Academy of Pediatrics stated that goat milk-based infant formula is an appropriate source of nutrition for healthy term infants. Some goat milk-based infant formulas became available on the U.S. market via enforcement discretion, meaning that these products may not meet all of the FDA's infant formula requirements, but were allowed as part of Operation Fly Formula to help alleviate the infant formula shortage. We don't know what the availability of these formulas will be in the long term, but there is currently one brand of European-produced goat milk-based infant formula called Kabrita that does meet all requirements set by the FDA, and it is here to stay.
And I just want to be clear for listeners that we're not saying that goat milk-based formula is superior to cow milk-based formula. We're just presenting another option that caregivers may choose if they do infant feed. So, Malina, what are some of the reasons parents might consider choosing a goat milk-based formula, and how does it differ from traditional cow milk-based formula?
Well, first, goat milk-based infant formulas have a protein composition that is naturally closer to breast milk. Goat milk whey proteins are gentler, they're easier to digest than cow milk proteins, possibly because they're structurally different from cow milk whey proteins. And then goat milk also has a unique casein composition that is also more similar to that of breast milk. Case in point, a protein digestion study showed that after 2 hours, both breast milk and goat milk-based infant formula were about 50% digested, while cow milk-based infant formula was only about 35% digested. So for families with babies who are not allergic to cow milk, but who struggle with some digestive issues like gas or constipation or fussiness, they may find that a goat milk-based infant formula is extremely helpful in terms of tolerance.
So can you clarify any key differences in the nutritional composition between cow and goat milk-based formulas?
Yeah, and I'll highlight 2 major differences here. First, as I mentioned, compositionally, goat milk proteins are more similar to mature human breast milk than cow milk, and goat milk's lower alpha S1 and higher beta casein proteins result in looser curds in the stomach, making them easier to digest than cow milk proteins. Second, Goat milk naturally contains 5 times more oligosaccharides than cow milk. And this is important because human milk oligosaccharides are the 3rd largest component in breast milk. They act as prebiotics. They're important because they contribute to a healthier gut microbiome and they protect against pathogens.
Interesting. So there have been questions about the inclusion of soybean oil in infant formula. Should parents be worried?
No, oils are actually added to all infant formulas in the U.S. to try and approximate the fatty acid profile of breast milk, which helps support normal growth, and it provides essential fatty acids and fat-soluble vitamins. Soybean oil is sometimes used, which raises questions about whether soybean oil might cause an allergic reaction, since soy is a top 9 allergen, or if it contains estrogen-like compounds that could have negative effects. But here's what caregivers should know. It's typically proteins that cause food allergic reactions. And soybean oils do not contain proteins, and they are even considered safe for people with soy allergies. And even if there were conclusive human evidence showing any significant long-term negative effects in babies from soybean oil or even soy formula, and there aren't, by the way, phytoestrogens, which are the component in soy that makes people a little nervous, are not even found in the fatty part of the soy plant either. So in other words, even if there were scientific merit in human studies to these concerns about soy, the components of soy at the center of these concerns are not found in soybean oil.
So for parents curious to try goat milk-based formula, what age range is it typically recommended for? And are there any specific considerations for switching from another type of formula?
Yeah, there's a great systematic review and meta-analysis from 2023 that examined the impact of goat milk-based infant formula on growth and safety in infants. And it concluded that goat milk-based formulas are safe and appropriate for use in infants from birth onward. So at any point during infancy. If you are a parent interested in switching from another type of formula, I tell parents in my practice to ease the transition for the baby by gradually switching to the new formula if you have enough of your baby's former formula left. And you can do this by making a bottle that includes half and half, a half new formula, half old formula. Once you see the baby tolerates the new brand, then gradually increase the ratio until you're serving 100% new.
All right. Well, I learned something. We hope you learned something, and we have lots more to share. You can get your bite of health every day, Monday through Friday. Special thanks to Malina Malikani for sharing her expertise with us today. You can follow her at healthy.mom.healthy.kids and access her amazing resources at foodallergypreventionbook.com, solvepickyeating.com, and babyledfeedingcourse.com. If you want to try goat milk-based infant formula, Cabrita has shared their intro offer with us where you can get 2 cans for just $29.99 plus free shipping. For more info, check out the link in our Instagram post that corresponds with this episode. If you like what you've heard here, let us know. Leave us a review on Apple and please tell your friends. Remember, there is no single or best way to parent. Parenting is a journey, and we are all just doing our very best. We wish you happy, healthy, and stress-free parenting.
If you like this podcast, can we recommend another one? It's called Big Picture Science. You can hear it wherever you get your podcasts, and its name tells part of the story. The big picture questions and the most interesting research in science.
Seth and I are the hosts. Seth is a scientist. I am Molly, and I'm a science journalist. And we talk to people smarter than us, and we have fun along the way. The show is called Big Picture Science, and as Seth said, you can hear it wherever you get your podcasts.